It's me, JC, back with another Ceramic Hour live stream. I actually finished the ornaments that we were working on last week, and then I was like, why don't I just make a ton more? So we have more to work on. We have Christmas tree, like a candy cane, and then I used my round cookie cutter to just do some like, you know, just round shapes. So we're going to work on trimming these. Hopefully they are like a pretty good amount of like dry. Okay, this one's good. Let's see, some of these are a little bit more moist than I'd like, but they dry like very quickly because they're so thin. Let me see, where is my trimming tool? My trimming tools are over here for a very weird reason. So yeah, so we are working on these. While I was actually like really productive this weekend. So I just did like 4 more of each of those designs. So we'll have like 12 of each shape. So the majority is actually done and they are drying. I think they're probably bone dry. I think like most likely. I did like touch them up with some water, but they are pretty close to that. They're so thin, they really don't take much time at all to dry. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. I was actually working on what was it, Friday? Okay, so Friday I canceled the stream and I went to the studio, picked up my bisque pieces, which were 6 turtles and their shells or lids, because they're little tiny containers. And then there's like a really tiny rain dish, just randomly, and a the commission piece, which is like a little miniature watercolor paint palette. So that's what I picked up from the studio. I have all of the green layers for the turtles underglazed and done, which took like kind of a while. Even though there's like no thought that goes into it, it's just like plain wash. I'm gonna like poke a hole through here before it gets a little bit too dry. And see how this like little hole poker works. What was I saying? I think I was talking about the turtles. So I have all of those layers on, and then all I need to do is put some eyes on them, and then put a nice clear glaze on top. So those are very close to being done. Although I'm pretty sure. I have to look, but I'm pretty sure I only have stilts to do 3 turtles at a time. So that is including the lids or the shells. But I mean, we have so much going on right now. Like, I'll definitely be doing just about back-to-back, 2 back-to-back glaze firings. Actually, possibly like, I don't really know like how many the ornaments will take up. I mean, like, hopefully it's like when they put them in the glaze kiln, I don't think they would put them standing straight up, because then it would probably run. So like laying them flat, they do take up a bit of space. But none of them have embissed yet. So they're not even ready to be glaze fired, but that turnaround time was very fast. With the turtles. They might be, I don't know. I don't know if other people, other people are probably ramping up their production for probably like 1 million ornaments and Christmas gifting, or I don't know, holiday gifting, winter theme things, all the things. So they might be, I don't know, they might be doing more firings, like firings more often or something. I don't know. But I dropped off the turtles and that paint palette, and that same day they put it in the kiln. I was like, oh dang. It usually is not same day. It's usually like, I don't know, maybe like a couple days after I drop it off. But I was like, dang. So that was like a super quick turnaround. But I mean, I can't really like assume that's gonna happen. I just assume that it's going to take me probably a week to get things back from the kiln. That's usually like, I would say like on average how long it takes. Although sometimes the bisque is like maybe a day or 2 early. So that's what I've got going on. And then so since I had like all my underglaze stuff out and making a mess with that, I jumped back into doing the cat and bunny trinket dishes. We were working on those in the stream, and then I got the commission and I was like, okay, we're gonna put this on hold so I can like prioritize this. So yeah, I have like a bunch of stuff that's just like sitting on my shelf that is like half underglazed. Some of it I was kind of like putting off anyway. Like, I don't know why. Sometimes I don't feel like doing certain things. Like, I was really putting off like mixing a custom color for like the green cat eyes. I think it looks good. It's definitely like, it's like the same color green as the turtles, which is this, but I think slightly lighter would be like that perfect like green cat eye. So I mixed it with some white, and I'm just kind of like hoping that it looks good. Let me just grab some water real quick. Just kind of get some of these shavings off here. Which it's not even that hard to do. I was just like, I don't feel like doing it. Just really for no reason. So I finally was like, this is not hard to do. I'm just gonna sit down and do it. I don't know, it's kind of like, I don't know, doing the laundry or something. Like, it's not hard to do. You're just like, I don't want to right now. What else I have? I have a bunch of stuff. There's like cats, bunnies, cowboy boots, chickens. They're all just kind of sitting there like half done. Like half underglazed. Definitely procrastinating on the chickens because I'm like, I don't want to do like a plain color. Like I want, like, chickens are so cool. Like they really have like such like really cool intricate patterns. So I don't want to just do like, oh, plain white chicken, plain black chicken, which is definitely like a thing. Obviously there are chickens that look like that, but I want to do the cool ones, but at the same time, like, all the cool ones are, like, you know, more complicated to, like, paint. Where is my fettling knife? Wait, is this it? Okay, it's over here. I just kind of want to, like, tweak, I think, the curve of this a little. I do kind of feel like it would be better to do more of that underglazing like off the stream though, because when I'm on the stream, I don't know, I think sometimes I get like distracted from like trying to talk about stuff, and I'm definitely jumping around to different things. And it's a little bit harder for me to keep track of like how long some of that underglazing takes. And I'd really like to try to keep track of that kind of stuff better, so I know like how long it takes me to make those like more complicated designs, and then like that gives me a much better idea of like how to price those pieces when they're more complicated. Because I think I work a bit more slowly on the stream than like if I wasn't on the stream. So like even though I'm recording it and could like play back video, like I'm not sure if it's really that accurate, because I think I do work a little slower. Even if I'm not like talking to a chatter, I'm just like here by myself. Okay, so this is the back side, and then I want like this to be like the front. Okay, so that one's like pretty much done. These should only take about like 10 minutes or so. Obviously, like the candy canes are smaller than like the trees, so these might be I don't know, maybe a little bit quicker, or maybe the trees take a little bit longer, but I think like average or so it's about 10 minutes each. I think, what the heck was I doing? The last stream I was like carving one of them, and it took me like 35 minutes to carve, and I was like, that is a lot. I don't know what the heck. I was like searching around for something, I think. I don't know. Yeah. Let me see what else is up. Oh, this weekend. So I spent like pretty much a whole day working on this stuff, which I actually haven't done in a while. So I've been very distracted with video games recently. And then, what was it, Saturday? I saw one of the artists that I follow on Instagram posted that it was Portland Open Studios weekend. Anyway, they like, it's so hard to phrase it because it's like an event, but it's also like, I don't know, it's sort of like not an event at the same time. It's just like, so this one is people in the Portland area. I think you have to like apply for it or like something. There's some kind of jury kind of thing happening. And the whole thing is like free, I'm sure. Like as a visitor, it's free. I feel like probably free. I don't know. I guess I don't know if it's free for like the artist. But what you do is they collect all the info from these artists. They have, you know, like their Instagram, website, name, address, and they give you this full map of like all these artists. And it's kind of a lot, but I went through like each one because I didn't recognize like any of them except like a few. So you can like plan out your day to go, and it's either like their studio, which is like a space that they rent, or it's like literally like their house. But I mean, typically it's like, I don't know, this one guy had just like, he was painting outside, had some paintings up in the backyard, and then right next to like the backyard was like an entrance to the garage, or not garage, but like the basement, which is where he normally paints. And you can just kind of like mingle around and check out things. Or he was painting like while we were there, so you could just sit and like watch him paint. And like it's kind of weird because it's not this like consolidated thing. You're literally driving around the entire town to like random places. So like it's kind of hard to get very many in if the artists that you happen to like are more spread out. But it is like a thing that happens, like I think it was this weekend, and I think it's also happening next weekend. So I guess you could like you could probably, if you really really wanted to, you could probably fit them all in. I think we only did like 5 maybe. I think we only did 5. But that's kind of a lot. I mean, there are definitely a lot more than that on the list. But it's kind of cool. And because it's not this like consolidated thing, like when you see artists like at a market, like, I mean, generally, like some of the people that we visited, there wasn't anyone else there. And this is like a 6-hour event. So like it is pretty spread out. But like it was kind of cool to have like more of a one-on-one with the artist, where like if you're at like a market and other people are there, like they're trying to sell you things, and they're not so much in that mindset of like just telling you about their practice. You know, they're like, you know, they're telling you all this stuff, but like this was kind of like the opposite of that. It was more like, oh, this is my space, like this is like my process, like how I make my work. And it was a lot more of that instead, which was kind of cool. They really weren't very salesy, so it was a really nice kind of like flip to that, because I don't like it when they're really salesy. Like I know you guys have heard me talk about this like on the channel. I don't like it when they're salesy, because it's just like, they're just like, sometimes people are just like mansplaining to you and you're like, man, I didn't ask, like like it's not a true conversation, it's just really weird and forced and unnatural, and they're just, you know, they're just there to like sell things to you, which this was just like the complete opposite. So it was really cool actually. And like, I don't know, I didn't really know what to expect because I've never done this, like, ever. There are all kinds of different like events that are open studios around the city, but this is like a specific one called Portland Open Studios, where it is like just random people's houses, really. Other ones might be like a huge studio building, and then all of those artists in that building are, you know, are showing you their work and stuff. Usually that's what a lot of the open studios are, but this one's just like super random, going to people's houses and that kind of thing. But it was like really cool, like super chill, and it was like sort of awkward because I'm like, I don't know any of these artists, like I don't actually know them, like I don't know, like I don't typically, like, you know, a lot of them weren't people that I follow on Instagram. I'm just like, I literally found you like on this list. I don't really know, like I don't know what to ask or something. I don't know. I feel like I'm really bad at I'm definitely really bad at small talk. But it was still really cool. I really encourage anyone to check out if your town has like some kind of open studio thing. I think it's more common if it's like a building, like one huge building that like artists like rent from, but I don't know. I bet other big cities have stuff like this going on too. But that's like really cool. Just like super chill. One of my the one that I like happened to follow on Instagram, like I saw her post on Instagram, I was like, oh, this is happening this weekend. Well, I didn't have any plans, so I guess we can check this out. I don't know how to say her name. I think it's Army, but it's like Army Art. That's her Instagram, and she is an abstract painter. She does her stuff is pretty different. It's not unheard of, but she paints on like straight on the canvas instead of a gessoed canvas. Wait, no! Wait, I want it to face this way. Shoot. I want it to face this way, so I put the thing on the wrong side. Can we fix this? Shoot. I'm like, see, this is what I was talking about. I'm like not really paying attention to what I'm doing when I'm sitting here talking. Yeah. I was like, I don't know. I see her post about like her studio all the time. So it's like, you know, like it's not like I've never seen like her workspace or anything, but it was so much less about like people's like workspaces as it was just like, I don't know, just chatting with these artists. I mean, like I did go to like a few like ceramic artists studios, and it's kind of like, I don't know, it's not that like wowing. It's like, I I don't know. It's just like, okay, yeah, you have like, you know, buckets of glaze, you got your kiln, you got your slab roller. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm like, that's, yep. Like, that's it. Yep. Got all the things. Like, I'm not surprised. But it was definitely a lot more about, just like chatting with the artists, a lot more like one-on-one and in more of like a chill environment to do it, because like when you're at a market and if they're like, you know, pretty popular and there are like a million people at the booth and they're trying to be like, hey, like, do you have any questions, and like trying to like check people out, you know, people are trying to like buy stuff, like you might not really feel like you have, you know, that it doesn't really feel right to be like distracting them from like I don't know, making sales by just like having some small talk or, you know, whatever about their art. Like, I don't know, that's how I would feel. I would be like, oh geez, like, let me just like be quick about this. So yeah, it was just like really cool to chat. I actually had like a pretty long chat with it's gonna really bother me. I don't know like how to say her name. If it's Army or Arami. Maybe Arami sounds better. I don't know. But yeah, like she's like, I mean, I don't really know like who the famous like artists of Portland are. But I feel like she's maybe kind of up there. I mean, I don't follow like a ton of like painters in the area. I follow a lot of people that do ceramics, but yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen her stuff. I don't know if I've ever seen her stuff at any of the local markets or anything. I don't know. Maybe she's like more of like a gallery space kind of artist. Although she does sell like smaller, cheaper things. I got a few of her prints, which are really cool. Let me see. Where are all the things that I got? Maybe I should go get those. Yeah, let me go get the things that I got. I'll show you guys the cool stuff. I got, let me see, some bowls, prints, a mini mug. I didn't buy a ton of stuff. So, I mean, we really didn't go to very many places. Where are business cards? Yeah, let me grab this for you guys. So here are the prints that I got. Or not, they're not even prints. No, they're actual originals. Which is like really cool. These are by the painter that I was talking about. This is her name, Aremy, and then art for her Instagram. But yeah, are these just beautiful? She also donates the proceeds that for these to her friend who has disabilities, and the proceeds like fund her monthly rent, which I was like, I didn't even know that. Like, that is so sweet. And I was kind of just thinking about buying one, but then I found these two and I'm like, they look so nice together. I didn't even know about this rent thing until like today. But I was like, don't these look so nice? I just love them. And they're originals. Like, what? So that's her stuff. And I got this tiny little mug ornament. And this is slab built. This girl only does slab building. So it has this kind of like, these little kind of points on the bottom. This is by Lilu. Her Instagram is lilu.laurenhuey. I can put these in the description too if you guys want to check out their Instagrams. Isn't this so tiny and cute? Just adorable. I actually didn't get a business card for this one. There weren't any. But this was actually an artist that I already follow. Maya Alin. I'm going to put in the description. I don't know like how well you can see the details because there's a lot of subtleties in this glaze. But it is really nice. It kind of reminds me of some of the glazes I have, but I mean, they were really cheap. So I was like, these are really cute, and I can always use tiny bowls. But yeah, they kind of like go together really nicely. Just cute little bowl. And then I grabbed some cards for other people that I visited. This one artist, Paige Wright, she does like these really crazy, like head sculptures. She has a lot of heads, but she has a lot of, her yard just had like a bunch of her sculptures in it. And there were lots of feet and I don't think there were hands. There were feet and heads. She has these really cool like miniature bones, like about the size of this card, which are really cool. I'm kind of like, that'd be kind of like a fun like coffee, what would you call those, coffee stirrer? Why do I feel like that's the wrong word? You know, like what you stir your coffee with, like a little, oh, like a stir stick, yeah. Like, like a little Halloween stir stick. Like, there's ceramic bones, like, I don't know, like a femur or something. But they were pretty cool. And she was so chill and, like, really cool to talk to. But, yeah, she has some cool stuff. If you like that kind of, like, she does a lot of sculptural work. That's what I'd say. And then, Stark Street Studios. That's where I got Maya's pieces. I don't think it really has like, well, I guess they have an Instagram. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, I visited this painter. I don't know where that card went. I didn't buy anything, but I thought stuff was pretty cool. It was like abstract paintings. Carson something. I can put it in the description once I'm done with the stream here. But yeah, highly recommend. Jason was like not very into it. He's not really like into art things, so I was like, how many can we go to? And he said 4, and then we ended up going to 5, and then he's like mildly upset. But I don't know, I really thought it was like pretty fun. Definitely pushing it with going to 5, but I don't know, I really look forward to more just more of that kind of like studio visits. I bet there's this one that I really wanted to go to. My mom happened to be here when it was happening, and I don't know. I think we were just like running all over town doing all kinds of different things, and I think like I highly overestimated how much we would be able to do in a certain amount of time. And there's this like open studio happening, which was just like this huge like building, and all of their artists at the building were participating. So like you weren't running around town, it was just this one location where they open up their doors to the public. And I don't know, by the time we got there, I think we only thought it was for like maybe like 2 more hours, but there was a huge line that just wrapped around the entire building, and it was raining. So I was like, okay, I guess we aren't going to make it, because I was like, we're all just like, by the time we get into the building, like, it's like the whole thing is going to be closed. It was actually open for 2 more hours than I thought, but we ended up not going to that. I don't know what we did after that, but I was still glad that we went to, I don't know, wherever we went to after that, because I don't know. I don't even know where it was. But that's something that's on my list. I feel like that one might have a holiday sale. Sometimes they only do these open studio things maybe like once a year. That's how often the one that I just went to does it. They have like the 4 days, so like, you know, in 2 weekends. But it's only once a year. But yeah, I'm just like really pumped about it. It was so fun and like really cool to like chat with the artists, and I really had like no idea like what to expect going into it, because I'm like, I don't know, like it would definitely be more interesting if you didn't know, like if you really liked this artist and you wanted to like get that behind the scenes look. And like actually see like the place where they work, or maybe they are working on something like when you visit, to like, I don't know, sit there and watch them work on stuff. Like if you don't know the medium, I think that would be a lot more interesting, but like, you know, I'm just like, yeah, I know how painting works. Like, I also did painting. So it's like not super interesting for me. I mean, I don't know. Some of it's kind of interesting to see, like, I don't know, like maybe like their specific setup, and like, I don't know if they use anything that is, I don't know, pretty different or anything, but I didn't notice. I don't really think I saw anything that was that interesting. Army, I don't know. This lady has like a, I think it's pretty common for a lot of artists, but she has this, this art shed in her backyard, and it is like the nicest art shed. Like, I'm sure a lot of people are thinking art shed, how nice could it be? No, it is like literally custom built, I think. It is like super fancy and adorable. Like, I don't know. I just like, I love like that kind of like, I love that kind of thing. Like the people that have like little art sheds and stuff, and they're just like, they have these like ginormous like windows that just bring in all this natural light. And I don't know, maybe in some ways it kind of feels like you're a kid like in your playhouse or something. I don't know. But I'm like, how fun is that? It's just like so adorable. And that's where she does all her art. And I'm like, this is like so nice. But like a lot of artists have like a little art shed. I think it's nice because like you can kind of like separate your space, you know? Like, I don't know. I mean, she has kids. They're not like that young, but like she has kids, so it's like, oh, like, you know, you could be like, when I'm in my art shed, like, don't disturb me or something. Where it's like, if you're at your kitchen table and people are running around, you know, it can be a lot more like distracting. So there's definitely this, you know, kind of nice aspect of being able to separate your, you know, your work life from your like home life. But it's also like, it's in her backyard, so it's like super convenient, you know, more convenient than like driving off to some like room that you rent. Although the communities there like sound like they could be pretty cool, you know. You know, just like being a whole building with like all these other artists. I don't know, that sounds like really tempting. I don't know if I would ever do that. Cause like, well, I definitely don't make, you know, I don't make enough money at the moment to be doing that. But I don't know if I would. It is so convenient just to sit down at my table, my kitchen table, and work on things. But I definitely do get like really distracted because I'll be like, I need to do the laundry, I need to do the dishes. And then I like, I don't know, sometimes I mean to like sit down and do this, but then I like don't. I don't think it's so distracting when, because I work from home, you know, like my full-time job. I don't think it's like as distracting for that, like in that situation. I think some people, it's hard for them. I think, I don't know, maybe if you have kids or some unruly pet. I don't feel like I get so distracted with that, but if I'm trying to like, I don't know, if I'm trying to like focus on just like having an art day, sometimes I get really distracted with like all, like my entire to-do list, you know, that has like, just like my general to-do list. I'm like, I need to do the dishes today. I need to clean out the cat litter. I need to underglaze the stuff. And like, I don't know, it all just kind of smooshes together, and it's like a really giant like list that there's like no way all of it could be done in like one day either. What have we got? Well, we got like 13 minutes left. Definitely behind, because I would suppose that we should be able to get, well, I was chatting about that stuff, but maybe somewhere around like 5 of these done. Well, we're at like 4. That's not so bad. I think the last time I was streaming this, I got like 3 done in an hour. Let's see, do I have any other updates or anything? I think we're doing like some weird like stuff at work right now, but I think my stream schedule will still, I think it'll be good. I think we'll be good to do a stream. We're doing kind of like, what was it? I think it was last week was Customer Service Appreciation Day. I don't know, something like that. So this week we're doing kind of like, we're taking like 2 half days for like, was it Wednesday and Thursday? Yeah. And we're doing like, I don't know. It's kind of like training stuff, but it's also like fun stuff too, and team, like what would you call that, like team building, team something, I don't know, teamwork things or something, I don't know, kind of activities like virtually. But I should be available to do the stream. I mean, they can't like not give us a lunch break. But unless like something just, I don't know, comes up, I mean, that's possible any day. But I think we should be good. But yeah, we're gonna have some fun stuff. They sent me, I don't know if I said this, I don't think I mentioned this, but they sent us, it's so fun, some paint, they sent us some watercolor paint, and some stickers that my coworkers made, which is like, I didn't even know they were doing that. I didn't know they were making stickers for us. Like, what? Like, how fun. Like, it's a whole like full sheet of paper, like, I don't know, like what, like 8.5 by 11, like sheet of paper, just with stickers all over it. Like, so cute. So fun. And what did they send? Oh, the packet had like, shoot, look at this. I scraped all of this off, and now it just came right back on here. They sent like some, you know, just like a little hot chocolate mix. I think the other one was maybe like tea. I don't know, there's a second thing. I think it was like tea or something. It was a cute little thing. We might have like some kind of like games or something. We have like this group contest, like activity thing, that I think will be fun. But I literally, like, I don't really know what we're doing, so it's kind of like a fun surprise. So I'm like, I don't even know what the heck is going on. We do this every year, and I'm like, I still don't know what's going on. But they do change some of the things. It's not always the same thing. I guess we can start this one, but we're definitely not going to finish this one. So I think that is fun. And oh, here is your guys' other reminder that Adobe Max is happening today and tomorrow. You can, of course, so like, obviously you guys are probably not there in person. I don't know where it is. Maybe Las Vegas or something. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But it's today and tomorrow. And they have it. The whole thing, if you're watching online, is free. The in-person convention isn't free. It's like, I don't know, a couple $100 or something. But online, it's free. If there's anything that interests you in, you know, what Adobe offers. So, of course, as artists, we're really interested in probably Photoshop or Lightroom for editing, like, product photos, you know, photos of our art. But then, like, if anyone happens to be a graphic designer, of course, there's also, like, Illustrator, InDesign, or there's, you know, like, Acrobat. I don't really, this is mostly for, like, the new features that they have. I don't know if there's really anything new to, like, Acrobat. I don't know. This is the time that they, like, release the updates. Like, the updates have already been released, but this is when they talk about, like, what has been added, like, all the new features. Adobe's AI is called Firefly, so that might interest some people. You can write, you know, you can do, like, text to image, and, like, it can give you something that looks photorealistic, or it can give you something that looks more like an illustration, or maybe, like, I don't know if it can, like, mock up like a painting, like a fake painting. I don't know, maybe. But that's their generative AI. Anything that Adobe offers, anything, everything, there are videos of it on Adobe Max. You have to go to that special website, the Max website, to reach this stuff. They do it every year, so make sure you're on 2024, unless you're interested to see what else happened last year, if that's still up. But I highly recommend, on the homepage, they have, like, this live feed. It is extremely annoying to scrub through the feed. Like, if you jumped on right now to watch part of that feed, and then you left and then came back, it's really hard to, like, scrub through the video and find where you left off. So I'm not even gonna bother with it. I'm just gonna, like, when I get off work, I'm gonna turn it on and then just watch what's there. I don't know how long it is, and not have to deal with any scrubbing, but that usually has, like, a lot of really fun stuff in it. And I think that's the main place where they mention, like, the new features. And then they have both, they have, like, really popular artists showing off how they use Adobe in their workflow. So, you know, photographers, you know, videographers, designers, you know, people that do, like, illustrations, and, you know, they show you, like, their tips and tricks, like, how they use Adobe to, like, edit stuff or whatever, make their art. And then there's also class, like, sort of like class type things where it's not really about new features. They just show you, like I watched this one, like, tips and tricks for, like, intermediate designers for InDesign. So I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. You know, you have, like, beginner level videos, intermediate, maybe like a third tier for professional, I don't know, where you can just like watch this guy kind of like give you like kind of like a little lesson about like the basics of typography, or I don't know, I'm sure there are other ones, things for like the basics of how to use Lightroom, the basics of like photography, and like, you know, all that stuff. And this is free. And like I said, I checked a few weeks ago and 2023 was still live up on the website. So you don't have to like check it out right now. I mean, everybody's talking about it right now, you know, and if you wait till later, you might forget, but yeah, I highly recommend checking it out, really. If there's anything that you would like possibly use that is made by Adobe, or if you're just curious like what they offer, some people might even have like just like a free subscription to Adobe things from work. Like my work provides it for me because I'm a graphic designer, so I have access to like the whole Adobe Creative Suite, and the other things that they offer, like Acrobat and whatever. So like, I don't know, maybe it's just like provided to you and you've never had to use it for anything. I don't know, it's kind of cool to check out. Maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's like, you know, I know this is like kind of a ceramic channel, so probably a lot of people here don't need to use Adobe, but if there's, I don't know, any reason that you might, or if you just happen to have access to it, I highly recommend checking it out. And it's free. Well, the conference is free. And I don't know, I think it's kind of cool to see like the new things that are going on. I think it was last year that they announced Firefly, so everybody was talking about that and all the different uses that you could have for it. For instance, I have some videos on my YouTube channel that show you like how you can use Firefly to expand your product photos. I'm not that great at taking product photos. Like, I don't know. It's just like sometimes, like maybe that area that you do the photos in, maybe it's just not quite big enough. And, like your background changes or something. I don't know. Maybe there's like a different wall color, or I don't know. Some whatever thing about taking product photos. Like when I do like certain angles, like it's including things I don't really want in there. For me, I take my product photos right now on a bookshelf, but it's like the top of the bookshelf, so there's like an end to it, and I don't want that corner in there. So I typically crop my photos in, but then when I try to put it on different like social media or whatever, there's not enough photo to fill, to optimize the size for different social media platforms. But with the generative fill, it just uses that AI power and creates like more photo quotes, which is super cool. And like, seriously, it's so nice because I physically cannot just, I don't know, make certain changes to where I'm taking my photos. So this generative AI is really helping me with that. So I don't know. I just want to let you guys know that this is out there and it's free and it's just pretty cool to check out. It's just really like, it gets me so excited. for like new technology and like the new features, like what that brings about. You know, whatever, maybe it makes something easier or what, but it always makes me really excited and just like pumped to check out what's new, and maybe even bring that to my team, like how to do certain things with the new features or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that. Definitely check it out. And if you sign up with an account, you'll be able to like save different videos to your account so you can come back to them later very easily. Definitely recommend that, because there are seriously so many videos, so many, because they're on like every single Adobe app, and then just so many different types of videos for each of those. But yeah, that's all I have today. I should go back to work. But thank you so much for joining. I'll be back here tomorrow with another stream. I don't know what we're going to be working on tomorrow, because I kind of want to get these finished as soon as I can, but I don't know. We'll just see whatever is in progress. But yeah, if you are watching on Twitch, be sure to follow along so you know when I come on for videos. All the videos are uploaded to YouTube at calieandco. There you can find a whole live stream playlist. There are over like 220 videos on there, so there's tons for you to check out. I have a few ceramic tutorials on the YouTube as well, and some videos that are like general artist, like for any artist, or I have ones that are for small handmade business topics. And if you guys want to check out my Instagram to see like what my work actually looks like, that would be awesome. That is also at calieandco. Those links will be in the description once I log off on the video, and then I will add those artists that I mentioned, that I went on that the Open Studios tour. I'll put them in the description with links to their Instagram accounts if you want to check them out too. All right, well, I have to go. But it was so nice to see you guys, and I hope you all have a great day. All right, see you tomorrow. Bye.